The truth is always the best way to relieve anxiety, okay? We are investigating an allegation of murder of your mom, Pan.
In November 2010, Jennifer Pan made an urgent 911 call reporting that armed intruders had broken into her Ontario home, tied her up, and shot her parents, named Tan and Beach Pan, killing her mother and critically wounding her father. At first, it appeared to be a random home invasion gone wrong, but investigators quickly started finding inconsistencies in her story and details that kept changing as she was questioned. Jennifer grew up under extremely strict and controlling expectations from her parents. Her academic life was heavily monitored, and her personal life was tightly restricted. And over time, she began living a double life, lying about her school, her achievements, and her independence. And behind her parents' back, she was involved in a secret relationship that they strongly disapproved of. And Jennifer was finding it increasingly difficult to maintain that relationship while still appearing obedient to her parents as a 24-year-old living at home. And as pressure built from both sides, she became trapped in a situation where the lies were getting even harder to maintain. And eventually that overwhelming tension escalated into a plan involving 3 outside individuals and her boyfriend named Daniel Wong, which led to the deadly ambush inside her parents' home on the night of November 8, 2010.
Don't be nervous, okay? I know that's tough to say, but don't be nervous. The truth is always the best way to relieve anxiety, okay? We are investigating an allegation of murder of your mom, Pan. Any time in that day where you want to start, if it's the time you woke up or if it's the time that your first interaction, it's your choice.
Okay, I'm very nervous, and
why are you nervous? Tell me about why you're nervous.
Because I don't want to say the wrong thing.
Because
that day was a lot.
You're right.
And I've been scattered, and so bits and pieces are here and some pieces aren't here, and
you're now bound to the railing. Can you show me, can you stand up and turn around and tell me, just show on the camera how your hands are bound and how you are against the railing? You don't have to sit down. I just need to see how you were.
Just tell me.
Take it out of a traumatizing event, which it is, and put yourself into a more clinical position, because I want to see how you could physically get your phone out of your waistband. We're obviously going to need to know that. It's very important. Just stand up, focus in on how you did it. So just take your sweater off. Stand up and turn around. Put this in the side that you believe it was in. Great. Turn around so that you're looking away from me. You're looking exactly like, now here is where the banister is. Put your hands back behind your back, exactly how you remember they were. Okay? Now, are you restrained from movement? How far can you move your hands from the banister?
They tied my upper arm.
Yes?
Around the banister.
Yes?
But my hands were bound together.
So your hands bound together, and this is the arm that's the strings wrapped around against the banister?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so now how can you get to the phone? And how do you make the phone call? 911?
Mm-hmm.
And do you talk down like that?
Yes, I'm yelling at the phone like this.
And how can you hear?
I turned the volume on max.
Yes? So that's exactly the way that you're talking to her against the railing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's good enough. Sit down. Now tell me something, okay, which is kind of important. There's a safe in the house, is there not? Safe is in a fairly visible place within your parents' bedroom, is it not?
It's inside their closet.
Fairly visible, at least from the pictures. Was there ever mention of wanting the combination to that safe? So you never heard any of them demanding the safe, the combination to the safe. Was there anything else they were demanding in their yelling? Was it what was the focus of what they were looking for?
Cash.
Cash. Don't apologize, okay? This is nothing to apologize to me for. This is something that you're trying to remember. So you heard a pop, you heard your mom squeal, and then you heard another. Any idea how many more pops you heard?
I just remember that I heard one or two, and then there was a slight break. And there was one more. I don't remember if it was two and then break and then one, or if it was one and then break and then one.
Okay. So you're saying that you heard a total of how many pops? Guessing.
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
Just don't want to say wrong things.
Don't worry about saying wrong things, because you'll be correcting them as you're moving backwards. Okay, it's a very well practiced technique to help in memories. So especially in traumatic events.
I wasn't allowed to have a boyfriend.
And that was when you were 18?
I was 17.
17, turning in your 18th year? Maybe grade 11 or going to grade?
No, going into grade 12.
Okay. And so who was against you having a boyfriend?
My father.
Your father? Did your mom know that you weren't going to university?
No.
So both your parents thought you had gone to university?
Yes.
And how long did they still to this point in time think that you had gone to university for sciences?
Yes.
When your parents find out, what happens to you at home?
They pretty much make sure that I wouldn't contact him again.
And how do they do that?
They take away my cell phone and restrict internet access. Like, they have to be in the room or not at all.
Do you have a curfew?
If I go out with a friend that they know, I have to be home before 9.
Before 9 o'clock?
Yes.
And is that even up until Monday? Did you have a curfew up until Monday?
Technically, but I haven't gone out for a while.
And why is it that you haven't gone out for a while?
Because they gave me an ultimatum to either choose Daniel or to choose them about a year and a half ago, about a year and a half ago. And I chose to stay home with my family.
So you're telling me that you had no involvement in what happened? Meaning not saying how the outcome came, but you had no involvement in any type of illegal activity that would have drawn you or the attention of you to have bad people come to your house looking for large sums of money. You're not involved in this any which way. Because the question obviously stands, Jennifer, is you're upstairs and they're downstairs. So it's a natural concern why would they leave you alone? Why would they not do the same to you? And you can't answer that question?
The only thing I can say is he said I cooperated. But I asked him to take me.
The number one guy said you cooperated. And again, we're back to the fact that you admittedly lied. Okay, not to me, right? No. Not to me.
No.
You admittedly lied. You've lied to your parents, right? About going to school. Who's to say this whole thing isn't a lie? That what you're telling me is a lie? Because if you are lying, it's the most cold-blooded thing that I have ever faced in my life.
After hours of questioning, detectives determined that the story Jennifer initially gave them didn't match the evidence, and what actually happened wasn't a random home invasion, but instead a planned attack that she was involved in organizing, along with the 4 others who helped carry it out. And as the investigation continued, it became clear that Jennifer had helped coordinate the events leading up to that night, even though she initially tried to present herself as a victim. And in court, she was ultimately convicted in connection with the planning and orchestration of the crime. And after her father would testify against her, along with her 4 co-conspirators, they were all sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole for 25 years in December of 2014.